Alright guys, a lot of great memories up here in Ross Shaver. Raised my kids here, my grandmother's house, our house. Haven't been back here in like 20 some years. We buried a couple dogs here. They always used to cross the street way down there. Woods. Take a walk up here. Man, time flies. Time surely flies. Our neighbors here. We used to ride this trail line right here. We used to ride this trail line right here with our quad, come flying up over the hill to hunt. Man, I tell you, those were the good old days. Man, that's crazy. Beautiful. Whew. We used to walk these woods. Man, we used to hunt these woods. I haven't been in these woods in years. We used to play hide and seek in these woods. Wow. It's crazy. Look at that. Wow. It's been years. Oh yeah. This should take us right up on the trail line fence here. Wow. What's all this? Look at that. Man. It's years of, wow, look at this. It's an old toy. I mean, this was great back then. Still, you know, it's just quiet, relaxes your mind. Look at this. We used to have a bunch of paths up here. There used to be, like I said, a trail line going up here, and I'll find one. Wow, you know that's crazy because that still is them. That is for the tractor for the neighbors, and it's been there for years and years and years and years and years, and it's still here. That's crazy. All right, let's get up out of here. Get up out of here. Here you go. Up here. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we used to cut this down all the time. We used to cut all this right up here, and just, we used to play hide and go seek, and man, that's all we used to do all day long, all day. We just hang out in the woods, ride quads, up over to his hill. Should be a barn. Oh man, look at that. Man, it's crazy. We used to ride the quads up here too. Used to be a quad trail up here. I mean, everything's outgrown. Damn it. You know? Yep, look at that. Oh, there's a road up here. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Oh, yeah. Oh. They must have put this in here. That here was a killer. But, yeah. We used to ride this whole trail used to be all cut out. They used to plant tomatoes, fresh corn, everything. And this part, we used to camp out. I think it was about right up here, right up on that center of that hill. We used to camp out. When a dump bought it, they must have put some kind of, I don't know what that is in there, but it's crazy, man. Look at that. You know, it's been, where's all the memories go? You know, it's just, you don't really think about that when you're a kid growing up, and your kids, you know, and it's crazy. You go back to your 20 years later, 25, 30, man, it's been over 20 easy. But there used to be a trail coming down here. Look how nice. Peaceful. There still is the trail. Down here used to be a trail going to, I don't know where, Rostraver Apartments. Like, used to be all kind of apartments down here. And, yeah, this was the hill we used to go down and go up over. I mean, look how beautiful this is. Look. Wow. We used to ride our quads down there. Look at that. I ain't going way down there. Look at that. Look how beautiful that is. We used to ride up over that hill, go down over that hill, up, over, down again. We used to hunt here back in the day. We used to have a tree stand over that way. But probably not there no more. Yeah, we used to, man, it's crazy. And so just, things, man, definitely kind of, like I said, over and over again, man, like, reminds you of so many different good times you had, and, you know, and with your kids, you know, and just, it's beautiful. So now they're on that side up over there, I don't know if it's over the hill, put a dump. There was always a dump. There was always a dump on that side. We always used to go in there, ride when the dump closed. We used to just, used to throw stuff away, you know, from different cities, and we used to find a lot of good stuff. You know, we were 16, 15 years old. You know, a bunch of us had quads, and the kids, and we just ride up here and picking the garbage. And there was a lot of stuff that we found that we used, you know, like, wow, a lot of people threw a lot of good stuff away, you know, and, man, look at that, look how nice. I might just go up over this hill. There used to be we built it was up here, it was a, actually my brother built a little, like a little inside cabin for deer, because deer early in the morning used to love walking across there. I mean, I was a hunter, but my brother was a bigger hunter than I was, but I still went hunting. But yeah, let's see, and that was the, and then up here, let me go, because this is a smaller hill. Now, just think, when we was kids, when we didn't have our quads, we walked from all the way down to my grandmother's to all the way back up here. And then there was the dump right here. There's the dump. There's the dump right there. There's the dump. They redid everything though. You know, they redid a lot. Yeah, they don't have it no more. We used to have it. It was right up by that tree. Right up by that tree. But yeah, so this was the dump. That was the dump. We used to ride quads and just all day long. And you go down over that hill. There's another trail we used to ride going down there. Used to be another neighbor over there, another neighbor on that side. But yeah. Oh shoot, there it is. Here's the tree stand right there. There it is right there. I thought it was over there. I thought they tore it down. Wow, look at that. Many, many, many years ago. Many years ago. Brother came up here, got wood, and just started building away. And there's that over there. Like I said, I could have swore it was over there on that side. Well, maybe it was further down. And then, like I said, the deer always used to run across. They used to like eating at the dump. There was all kind of stuff. Look at that. Man, that's beautiful. That is beautiful. We used to ride up and down over the hill. Like I said, and good people, nice people. That was, you know, it was always a hike. It was always a hike. Put gravel on that road over there, like I said. Before they used to cut it down. Tractors. We had tractors. Grandfather. The tree's still there, though. The tree's still there. The tree's still there. Man. I wish they would have never sold it. You know, my grandmother got sick and my dad died, and they, you know, and they kind of, you know, the house need updated. It was an older house, farmhouse. You need updated, but it was, you know, it was still nice. Wow, look at that. That was a neighbor. That's the neighbor's house. He was a farmer too. That's the other neighbor right there. That was, the son lived over here, and the dad lived on that side. And, yeah. A lot of deer. A lot of deer up here. Oh yeah. They definitely, they still got these jaggers growing. I remember these jaggers all used to jag like crazy. But yeah, other neighbor here. Wow. This other neighbor here, I still got, they used to cut the grass all the way up here on this line. They still probably do. Like I said, we'd come up over the hill with the quads, or the other side. There used to be a trail on the other side too, and just ride up over the hill. And there was the other neighbor way over there. So we had Nicoletti, Kane, Lily, and the stringers were over here. And that was the highway. I mean, that's like the main, like, you know, roads. It's busy here. It's busy. A lot of, like I said, a lot of dogs got killed and cats, and we always used to bury them up here, you know, because we always used to. My grandmother, she had like 3-4 dogs just run around. They'd go nowhere, just stick around, you know what I mean? And cats, a couple cats. And then we got the other neighbors up here. Man, I can't believe they're still up there either. I thought they'd sell it out too. Oh, yeah, see? And then we used to just, like I said, come out here, and if you want a piece of quiet, you know, I got that other side too. All this. My grandfather used to have all garden up here. All this used to be garden. From about right to that, right to the woods, about to that tree. All the way down, all the way about to that tree. All the way. This was the first garden. Then we had the second garden all the way down that way. And then we had another little garden over here. Wow, look at that. Man, look at that. That's crazy. Listen. Look at that. I swear all this firewood's here from, I don't know, but it seemed like all this firewood's here from 20 some years ago. 30 years ago, whatever. You know, and this used to be the chicken coop. My grandfather had chicken coops, rabbits, and he didn't have nothing major, nothing big, no cows or anything. But he had like I said, rabbits, chickens, you know, and oh, we did have a horse. I forgot about the horse, Blondie. Yeah, this, I don't even know if you can get back here, but this used to be another shed. My grandfather used to walk up here every morning. Oh yeah, here it is. Look, still here, man. Ain't that crazy? There used to be another shed behind here. Look at that. Wow, look at that. This is a lot of memories right here, man. A lot of great memories. Oh, let me get in here. Hope there's no snake anywhere. Wow. Now this right here. Wow. Look at that. My grandfather made this out of block. He made this out of block. The original, he put 2x4s. He did the block, the wood going across for trees. Wow, look at that. That is insane. Look at that. Man. He used to have, he still had that thing right there for the, when the horse used to stay in here, used to drink water out of there. Well, he made that homemade window. You know, I mean, this used to be so big when I was so small. You know what I mean? But now it's like, it's an engine. This is a snowmobile engine we had. I don't know how that got in here. We had a snowmobile, and after we got rid of the chickens and all that, that snowmobile, I don't know what happened. My cousin put a new one in or something, fixed it. I can't remember. And then yeah, this used to be another little spot right here. Now up here used to be another one, but I don't know what happened to it. I'm not even trying to go over there, but there used to be a trail coming down here. Like I said, used to be a trail coming down here, used to go out there. But this is what we're going to do. Look at that. Look how nice that is. Now it's my neighbors. So we used to ride this coastline. I mean, this line right here is a property line. Now this is clear here. Okay, yeah. So we used to So we used to go up there. Now it was cut halfway. All this used to be cut. So we come from, you can walk up here a little bit. That was a shed. There used to be a trail right here. Used to be a trail right here. There used to be a trail right next to, yeah, somewhere around here. I think it was somewhere around it. I can't remember. But anyway, there used to be a trail coming out this way. And that was the top of the hill we just came down. So this all used to be cut all the way up there until you get on top of the hill, and then they just kind of left it. But we used to come down from up from our quads. You can either go that way, you know, down over, hit this little hill here, over there, up over the hill, you know, and start riding. And, you know, and now look at it. Quiet.